Welcome back to Las Vegas for the continuation of the PGT PLO series. 4 cards, lots of ways to win. We are back at the PokerGO studio for the final table of event number 8. It is the $10,000 pot limit Omaha 8 or better split event, and we have a stacked final table for you today. Headlined, of course, by the man, the myth, the legend, the best voice in poker, Mr. Nick Schulman. You're stuck with me, Remko, Rinkema, and Donnie Peters today for commentary of this final table. Let us know in the chat if you've been enjoying this Omaha series as we look at the final table chip counts. Zhen Cai was there last night, and he is back again today, and today he is the chip leader. Schulman and Hendrix, the 2 biggest names, arguably near the bottom of the counts. Jesse Lonis, top PLO player in the top 10 all-time at the World Series of Poker when it comes to pot limit Omaha. Today, these guys are playing for $176,000. They will not be splitting this money as they might at the table in some of these hands. This, of course, a tournament. We're going to get it all the way down to a winner today. It's going to be a fun final table. Donnie, lots of PLO expertise yet again at these final tables. All the specialists traveled from all over the world to play in this event. And then all of a sudden, you find yourself in a bit of a different format compared to what we've seen over the last few days. Give us a short introduction to the inner workings of high-low split.
So if you've been watching us recently, the past week and a half or so, I think you're very well-versed now on pot limit Omaha. So we're going to inject an added level of play here. We're going to make it high-low. What that means, it's high-low 8 or better is the official long-form title. Okay, what that means is that there are 2 halves to the pot. There are a high half that goes to the best high hand, and then there is a low half, which goes to the best low hand, but there is a little caveat to the low side of the pot in that you have to have a qualifier. Best 5 cards, 8 or lower. That's why you'll often see, as Jesse Lonis has right here, players will have ace-deuce in their hand, and they'll go pretty crazy with that because ace-deuce, you know, can be a powerful holding, you know, depending on what else is working in your hand, but that ace-deuce gives you the best chance to go on to win the low.
Similar to regular Omaha high, you're going to want to find hands that can make the nuts. So ace-deuce can make the nut low. Ace-deuce of diamonds can make the nut high. Just a little bit of an introduction there to what I think is one of the most fun big bet games out there. This game really... This game, Donnie, more than any other game, gives you so many ways to screw it up.
Yeah, very true.
You can get in the mix with an inferior low hand, or you might be chasing a hand for the high that is not strong enough.
Yeah, I mean, this game you're definitely going to want to play hands that, at least starting out, that have equity both ways.
Good luck marking these ones. These ones would be hard to mark. Holy shit.
Jesse Lohan is pointing out the thickness of our RFID cards. By the way, if you're tuning in for the first time to our PLO streams, please know that this is our new Triangle Studio. This room, adjacent from the main room, gives us a chance to stream more events, starting with this series, going all the way into next year.
So far for the 25. Yeah, I have no idea how many they'll get.
Interesting situation here, Donnie. Zhen Cai, our chip leader, with the rainbow, with the Badoogie. By the way, almost a nut Badoogie here, getting pretty close to it. But no suits, but still lots of low cards.
Yeah, lots of low cards. He's got position here being on the button. You mentioned the chip lead as well, so can apply some pressure here. Nick Schulman's going to make the call, though, from the small blind. We're going to go heads up to the flop.
Are we pulling it in or leaving it?
10, 5, 4, 2 hearts. So Nick there is asking about the chips in front of them.
I think we're pulling it in again. I think they changed it again. Sorry, yeah, check.
Common in split pot games to leave the bets out in front, since the majority of the time the hand will end up in a split pot. However, since this is a pot limit format, it could get very messy if you leave all the bets out in front. If this was to be a limit format, Donnie, it is far more common to leave the bets out in front.
Yes. As
you can see, the equities take into consideration the chances of winning the whole hand. Zhen Cai here, 60%. He's got lots of straight opportunities here on this board. Both players draw into the same low. Ace-3 currently playing on this 4-5. You need 5 cards lower. So a deuce would give both players a wheel. It would also give Zhen Cai a chance to make an even better high hand with a straight. The deuce actually not, it would be the most painful card to come off here, giving Cai 6 high straight, giving Schulman a 5 high straight.
Yes.
Both players would have the nut low. Pot bet here from Zhen Cai. Schulman here with a dead card. The 9 of diamonds totally not involved in this hand. Nick Schulman, 16.7 million in career tournament earnings. 2 cashes earlier in our mixed game series, which we did not stream, but as we all know, Schulman very accomplished in all games. Has a World Series of Poker bracelet in this very format, the 10K PLO 8, back in 2019. Took it down for $463,000, beating Brian Hastings heads up. Joe Hashem also at that final table.
Schulman deep in the tank here. This is kind of what we were talking about pre-flop, where, you know, Zhen Cai, he did flop pretty well here, but independent of that, I mean, he's just able to put a lot of pressure on some of these shorter stacks, being in position with the chip lead here. And it looks like he does have Schulman here in a bit of a blender, trying to figure out what he wants to do going forward. Pot size bet on the flop.
3.
Probably means he's going to have to face a bit more on further streets as well. Schulman elects to give it up. 3 time extensions used. Each one of those little time extension cards worth an additional 30 seconds of thought. Zhen Cai brought out the winter coat because it's a bit chilly outside today.
It is a bit chilly, very windy in Las Vegas. The cold has now definitely arrived after what must have been one of the hottest summers on record here in Las Vegas. Schulman, the only player below 1 million chips, just down to about 15 big blinds. A little bit of an interesting attire choice for Rapaski here, Donnie. He's got the suit jacket on with the hoodie underneath, perhaps trying to balance his range here between a successful businessman and poker pro.
Yes.
You gotta always balance your range.
I mean, it looks good. I like the look. I'm here for it.
Adam Hendrix, Ace King King 6. That 6 almost a bit of an emergency card here. Of course, Ace King King playing strongly for the high. The 6 does give him some opportunities to make a low, which makes this hand a lot better compared to if that 6 had been a 9, for example. Speaking of Ryan Rapaski, $102,000 in career earnings. 37 years old, from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan.
He's in the finance world. Investor, founding partner of some companies. Currently an investor / founder, Rapaski Capital.
I mean,
Founding partner of Pleasant Trees Cannabis.
there you go. Blaze up.
Smoking some of the good stuff.
You want to hear a fun fact about Mr. Rapaski when it comes to his poker play?
Of course.
His 3 largest career scores were all cashes in the 10K PLO 8 of the World Series of Poker in back-to-back-to-back years. He's cashed this event 2021, 22, and in 23. So Rapaski, I would call him maybe a specialist.
I'd say so. I mean, we didn't see him, as far as I'm aware, in any of the other PGT PLO series tournaments, but he showed up for this 10K PLO high-low. You just referenced those 3 years consecutive cashing in the 10K PLO at the World Series of Poker, so this must be his game.
Yeah, definitely the game that stands out for him. doesn't have a ton of career earnings, like I said, but almost all of it coming in PLO 8.
Decent one here for Zhen Cai, the chip leader. Ace, queen, 10-3, double suited.
Double suited with 2 wheel cards, always a good spot to be in. This, of course, a game in which it is easy to overplay your hand. Action folds around to Hendrix in the big blind. Speaking of a tire, we're in a intriguing little, what is it, a windbreaker?
Yeah, I mean, you know what it looks like to me?
The silence.
A jacket you would wear if you were going hunting in the woods.
Oh,
That
yeah.
You would be blending in with your surroundings.
They need to turn the AC off.
Everyone seems to be cold.
Leave this room better.
It feels as though the Las Vegas AC hasn't caught up yet to the fact that it's no longer 100 degrees outside. Hendrix, by the way, defends, sees a flop that really smashes Zhen Cai. We got our moderators, RMX Indiana and Russell, with us in the chat. If you're also with us here, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what team you're on at this final table.
Party?
What's up?
Make it to the party?
Yeah. Yeah, for a couple hours. Nothing too crazy. Played some cash.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At the party?
It was a poker party.
Oh, man. I don't know how you did that.
I gotta get out of this
Sat,
poker
sat right
tournament.
down, like 100, 200, 400 bomb pots.
PLO?
Yeah, PLO double boards.
Damn.
Hopefully you won.
Just a tiny bit. More there just to wind down a little bit.
Yeah, you know, wind down, 1, 2, 400.
Bomb
Bomb
pot.
pots, no big deal. That's how I wind down, too.
Double board. Really to alleviate some stress, Donnie, playing a game in which
Yeah, the day before a final table.
Yeah.
Yeah, no big deal.
no big deal.
A bunch of the action already died down.
180?
The people that were
Action
stuck
on
were just
Jesse
already
Lonis
annoyed that. People that won left.
That's good
come
for
in
you,
for
then.
the
Yeah,
raise.
it was all right.
Show up and everything.
Lonis, one of the few players in the world whose
I'll
biggest
probably
cash
go for like
is
24
a
hours straight,
PLO event,
so
winning the 50K PLO High Roller this year at the World Series of Poker for a whopping
traveled it.
$2.3 million. 200 entries in that event. Still absurd.
Yeah.
Zhen Cai comes along from the big blind. Ace, Jack 10, 2 clubs on board. Broadway for Zhen Cai. We're getting a look as well at Lonis' 4 cards here. Runner cards would now be necessary for Lonis to even attempt at making a wheel. His pair of aces, of course, very weak here. He will not be investing any more chips into this pot. And the king on the turn locks it up for Zhen Cai. No low possible in this hand. Action goes check, check again. Board pairs on the turn, on the river with the 10 of hearts.
Probably some slight worry, but I wouldn't say not too much about the board pairing there if you're Zhen Cai. You have 2 queens. You know, Lonis was the pre-flop raiser, raising into the chip leader, so he's probably playing some sort of ace with a bunch of low cards as he is. Guessing game now for Lonis. I mean, Zhen Cai can really have anything.
All he really beats is a stone bluff here at this point. In case, Zhen Cai is in there with a hand that includes only low cards, which of course is an option, but the likelihood of that being fairly low.
Jesse's going to use a time extension, though, and think this one over.
If you're enjoying the content, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're going to give away 4 more $25 merch gift cards here on today's stream. 4 on YouTube and 4 on PokerGo. So don't miss out on that later in the show. So stick around for our giveaway in just a little bit. Shout out here to Michael Pledger, Team Zen. Bruno is on Team Jesse, and Adam getting heads up again. George Waller in the house rooting for Jesse from Seattle. Russell, of course, on Team Schulman. Atrix says, I like to wind down with a late evening skydive in reference to those 1, 2, 4 PLO games with some bomb pots and some double boards, as Ryan Rapaski referenced to about his night after they made the final table in the studio last night. Rapaski, PLO8 specialist. Like I said, cashed this event at the WSOP for 3 straight years. Not easy to do. Got some Hendrix fans in the chat as well. If you're new to our PLO series, we're streaming our our main event, our final event of the series tomorrow. It's going to be a $25,000 buy-in event. 2 re-entries possible. Turned out good so far, Donnie. What can you tell us about what's going on in the main room?
Kicked off with right around 40 entries. I think it's up to 45 or 46 right now, with some late entries and 1 or 2 re-entries already. Good field, good starts. I think PGT Commissioner Tim Duckworth was hoping to get 60. I think kicking things off with right around 40 bodes very well for 60, and I would take the over now. So, hopefully get up to 70 or so in that 25K PLO championship. It's going to have a lot of implications for the series-long leaderboard, and I'm guessing we'll see at least 4 of these players here. I don't know about Ryan Rapaski being a PLO high-low specialist, if he'll jump into that one, but I would guess that these other 4 players, Cai, Schulman, Lonis, and Hendrix, also hop out there. So, going to be a really good field. Really looking forward to live streaming that final table tomorrow.
Schulman betting 90K here, hitting a pair of queens, having a flush draw and some backdoor low possibilities. King on the turn ends the chances of making a low, making Schulman feel perhaps a little bit better about his flush draw. His queen also looks a bit stronger now that another king has appeared. Still, not going to be a hand where you exude too much confidence. River brings another 7. Pairing the board.
Resuck here.
Yeah, Zhen Cai hitting a 7 on the river to make trips. He now with the best of it. Sevens full of queens there for Zhen Cai, of course. Takes it down without showdown. Mr. Schulman wanted no part of that.
So far, the only player up chips on the day is Zhen Cai. He's up more than 800,000 so far.
Are you getting flashbacks to yesterday's live stream?
When Benjamin Uhas just won everything.
Uhas on a tear yesterday, chipped up every chance he got, laid down the law at the final table, and came away with the win.
I talked to Yanni Ukamainen, who got 3rd in that event yesterday. Before play started today, he was out there getting ready for the 25K PLO championship. I said, are you gonna fold a little bit less today than you did yesterday at the final table? He's like, yeah. Things just didn't really go out for me, I just kept having to fold. I kind of felt like coming into it, it was either going to be me or Uhas who were going to get all the chips and kind of run away from the thing. Unfortunately, it went the other way than Ukamainen had hoped, but Still laddered his way up to third place, even though he did a ton of folding. I think you mentioned yesterday he won 2 hands, all final table, which is just crazy.
Yelkomainen still managed to eke out a nice little score there at the final table, keeping him in contention for the overall as well. Yelkomainen currently in 14th place, 186 points. The 25K, of course, awarding more points because the buy-in is higher, a bit of a different multiplier. But it's going to be hard to catch Zhao Simao. This guy just keeps stringing cashes along, has 5 cashes now with 1 win. So at this point, he'd be a very deserving winner of the overall. Jim Colopy in 2nd place, no wins, but 3 cashes, 2 of which were runner-up finishes.
Yeah, Simao placed 7th in this event last night, finishing or busting out before the final table, but adding some points to pad his lead. He's out there in that 25K PLO championship right now, but he might have one eye on the stream, one eye on this room, because Adam Hendrix could overtake him. If Adam Hendrix finishes in 2nd place or in 1st place in this event, he will overtake Zhao Simao. If he finishes in 2nd exactly, Adam Hendrix, he'll overtake Simao by 1 point.
Oh, wow.
So there is a lot on the line here. No one else can catch Zhao Simao at this final table. Zhen Cai could move into the top 3 with a win. He currently has 108 points. Of course, he made the final table yesterday. And then Schulman, Jesse Lonis, and Rapinski could all jump up into the top 15. And depending on the turnout looks good so far. Whatever that final turnout is in that 25K PLO, there could be a lot of players ultimately in contention as that thing plays out.
Yeah, it's almost like a stepping stone for these players. You know you're going to need multiple cashes to contend for the overall, and having a final table result like this, wherever they might finish, is going to give you at least a chance in the final event in the 25K, which of course everybody will be eager to win because the payout is going to be pretty huge for that one. If you're new to PLO 8, the 9 is the worst card you can possibly find. Doesn't play for the low. It is 8 or better. 9, of course, only helpful if you have something like, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. You're playing for the high only. But in this case, Zhen Cai basically playing a 3-card hand. 9-7, of course, can make a straight, but ultimately you're looking to connect with that A7 of clubs. The Ace-3 will get you a chance to make the nut low, making a wheel. Those are all things you look at. Schulman, we saw him fold Ace, Queen, Queen 10. In this game, like I mentioned at the top of the show, it is very easy to get stuck into hands that only play one way, and especially when you're in an unfavorable position like Schulman was, that could cost you a lot of money.
Yeah, if you do have a one-way hand, probably more likely to want to take it multi-ways, get in there four-handed, something like that, then maybe you can scoop a really big pot or at least scoop 1/2. Oftentimes, if you want to go one ways, it's just one way for the high. But being 5-handed here at a final table, less likelihood that you're going to be going multi-ways to a lot of pots here, so Schulman out of the way. Also has to be concerned that if he does play a hand at this point, it's probably going to be for all of it, So he's really going to want to make this next hand that he plays count.
Zhen Cai picking up the open and the straight draw with his 9-7. Ace-3 on this board gives him a nut low draw if the deuce were to come on the turn. Jesse Lonis pairs his 4, which really hurts his hand because it makes it a lot harder for him to make a low. 6 on the turn gives Zhen Cai a low.
Also a 10 high straight here for Zhen Cai, so he's feeling very good about his hand.
Basically the best possible card he could hit. Hitting a 2-for-1 here.
Lonis could still fill up, but I'm not sure he's going to see this river.
Scott Pulaski in the chat says, I hate this version. So much splitting pots. It gets boring. Scott, the beauty of this game is that you can apply tons of pressure because it is so hard for players to figure it out, as you, of course, have hands that play both ways. Jesse Lonis here does have a low draw, not one with confidence, and he throws his 2-pair in the muck. Personally, from the experience that I have with this game, I think PLO8 plays a lot more aggressively than regular Pod Limit Omaha. Of course, as the level of play goes up, players are going to be more selective, perhaps not being as splashy. But Donnie, in the lower stakes games that we've played, this turns into a gambling game quite often.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're having some fun. You get dealt ace deuce. You're never folding ever.
Exactly.
But I can win half the pot. Well, maybe.
Don't ever back down. Basically, that's the name of the game.
With that pot, Zhen Cai now up 1.2 million in chips on the day. No one else is up from where they started this final table with. Adam Hendrix is down the least. So I guess that's a win.
200.
Rapaski here, 4 clubs. Ace, deuce, 5, though, for the low. That hand gives him quite a few options there. I'm sure he'd be more than happy just to pick up the blinds and the ante.
Oh, I have your hand.
6,
And
6,
he does-
7, 10.
Close.
The whole 4? All 4?
I think so.
Yeah.
The pair might have been different.
We talked about the... Oh, sorry.
Donnie, you're not going to talk about anything because it's time to talk about PokerGO Play. Check it out, PokerGoPlay.com. Get in the game right now. Download on the App Store or on Google Play. If you want to play some poker, this might be a great chance to get started as you're watching our
that's right.
live stream
Definitely.
right
And then you
now.
left.
And then you left.
Yeah,
Pulled right
I
out.
was there.
Play for
that.
free.
Yeah.
Win real prizes. That's what's being offered at
that's great.
PokerGo Play.
Well,
Did that feel good, losing us?
Yeah. That was good.
well, the whole table, you froze. The whole table froze, and I was like, I think I'm scooping this somehow. I know I could beat open. What did you have, Jack 10 or something?
No, I had a 5. I had
Oh.
a 6 too. I had ace 5, 6, and I think I can't remember the
Sick,
last
you
one.
block 6s also.
Yeah, pocket 6s.
So you actually had me be good. Didn't have too many good pair outs. I think I had ace 4, 5, 6.
210.
Action folds to Adam Hendrix on the button. He's going to raise it up to 210.
This could be a bit of a clash. We'll see how Kai wants to play this one, but could certainly see him getting aggressive here.
Pot.
There we go. Schulman's out of the way. Is this the time Adam Hendrix takes a stand?
Jumps are nothing.
Hendrix already 210K invested. Looks over at the pay jumps. Those are relatively small at this point, as he muttered under his breath.
Yeah, just 11,000, but
There's so many better
for him, it's
hands to
about
be
the
doing
points right now.
6, 6, 7, 10. But
You were just off to the races, you know.
it's all
Pot and then pot again.
Yeah, it's
I
all
understand. I've done it.
situational.
Yeah, I get it.
If Hendrix does play this hand, he'll be very frustrated to see that
Call.
Kai has ace 6-3 as well. The 7, it's like the 7 versus the queen at this point. The
About
7-6 comes into play for the straight. Adam Hendrix will be in good shape. Flop comes out. Wow, king 8-5 does give him the open and a straight draw. And there it is. Adam Hendrix all in for his tournament life. Very interesting spot here as Hendrix has an open and a straight draw.
High, high.
Zhen Cai, ace queen for the high, currently in the lead.
King, jack.
You heard him there call high, high. 2 high cards will give him the pot here.
That's the odds.
Queen,
Let's start with a deuce. If I stay in the game a little
forward
bit.
pair.
I don't know. Schulman folded 2 deuces, so gonna be hard to find a deuce.
You don't want a 4?
Hendrix needing some help here.
Just want to stay in the game then.
I take that back on a 9-10, by the way.
turn card is the 5 of diamonds. Neither player with a 5. Hendrix now looking for a 4 or a 9 to make a straight to claim himself the high. A 7 would also give him the high.
Can't be a diamond.
Can be a diamond. River is the 10 of spades.
PG.
And Zhen Cai with a scooper. No low in this hand. And ace-queen takes down the whole pot. Adam Hendrix eliminated in 5th place.
It's running clean.
Just like that.
The diamond
Almost out of
worker
nowhere.
is something.
All his chips ended up in the middle. Hendrix collecting $44,000 for his 5th place finish. Donnie, only 44 points. He's going to really need a lot of luck in the final 25K to have a chance to win the overall.
Yeah, he'll move up to 4th place on the series leaderboard, 270 points total, which is 71 points out of 1st place and chasing Jiao Samao. If Jiao Samao's out there watching the stream, he probably gave a little fist pump there because
Good game.
the man who could overtake him at this final table is now out in 5th place.
So running through some scenarios, Donnie. If Zhen Cai wins this, what are we looking at here?
Zhen Cai has, what, 108 points? So he would go up to 294. He'd jump up into 2nd place overall.
So not a bad spot at all for Jiao Samao at this point.
Freaking hands are frozen right now.
It's cold in here.
Dude, I don't usually get cold. Maybe I'm just nervous.
Zhen Cai continues raising, and I'm getting flashbacks to Juhas at last night's final table. Just a dominating chip leader performance. Zhen Cai now up to 4 million chips. Rakes in another one right here as we are down to the final 4. Scott Kozlowski saying Adam Hendrix looking like Val Kilmer. I've heard that comparison before. Michael Bennett saying PLO8 can give you headaches quicker than any other poker variant. Love to see it. We'll try to get rid of the headache here for you guys. Just make sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got daily content on the channel all year round. No reason not to join our crew.
You got about a million?
Yeah, Mel.
First time seeing Rapaski in the pot post flop. Lonis hits a king on the turn, giving him top 2 pair. No low possible for Rapaski, giving, excuse me, for Lonis, giving Rapaski some outs here to chop it up. However, nothing too favorable out there for him. You always want to keep drawing to strong lows and strong highs. This medium hands can get you into a lot of trouble. Jesse Lonis, father of 2 girls, Harley and Mila. 28 years old. Youngster, Donnie. In this current day and age, not too many guys below 30 mixing it up at the highest stakes.
No, not too many these days. I feel like everyone's grown up. Schulman still the short stack here, working with just about 9 big blinds. He's under the gun on this hand. And that one not good enough. Schulman and Lonis here also playing for PGT points as they pertain to the overall PGT leaderboard. Trying to
Have anything
better
good?
their position within that top 40. They're currently in the top 40, and that's important because the top 40 players at the end of the season qualify for the PGT Championship $1 million free roll. Not only that, but the points that you earn during the season
Yeah, you're fooling these three.
equate to the starting chips that you get at the beginning of that championship event. So the more points, the more chips you're going to start with.
Well, that's a different story, I guess.
I think there's about 23, maybe 25 events left in the season, including the 25K PLO Championship. So if you're in the top 40, but if you're towards the back half of it, like Nick Schulman is,
Looks like it was in front.
Yeah.
He's
gotta
in the
next to each other in the square.
higher half of the 30s, you're
Well, you got the
certainly
button.
not safe, and you're going to want to get as many points as possible in all of these events.
That's been my most card dead level this tournament. But maybe I get hot for
Kai
40,
here
80.
folds to him. He's got ace, king, jack, 7, one suit. He's got hearts. Could certainly see him attacking Nick Schulman here.
King eight
Schulman
deuce,
is the short stack.
King 8, deuce 10 at him. Like,
There is
I
the
was-
pot size
this is
raise.
still blind.
I was thinking about bluffing them, but I didn't know if it worked. I was actually thinking all three. I was gonna call them fold or bluff.
These 40-minute levels change a lot of the dynamics compared to an hour, but I kind of like it.
Is it 40 right now?
40-minute, yeah.
Oh wait. Oh okay. Yeah, yeah.
Would have been nice to do hour final table levels.
I love the 40 minutes.
What?
Schulman
Love the
gives it
40
up.
minutes.
40's good. Like
I
for
used to like
No, for
2
my style, it
hours,
works.
1 hour, but like now it's
No, it brings a different. Yeah, it actually punishes some of the nits.
yeah.
I like it.
That's right.
Punish the
Punish
nits.
We
the
did another
nits.
two?
Put it on a t-shirt. Let's
Yeah,
go.
1 and 2 every time yesterday. Yeah.
I love that.
Like the beginning levels of the
They had to check the cards to see if there's anything besides aces and deuces in the pile.
Ryan, like the beginning stages of like the 10K PLO8, the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Brutal. Like
Yeah.
if you get on the table where they're just it's I don't know, it's just brutal.
If you get a good table though, people fire it in. But yeah, the bad it's just
It's
yeah, it's what starts like 1-3 with 60,000
like it was yeah, you just get so many chips and
yeah.
everyone has a tighter mentality.
Schulman, king 8-6-5. Only 6 big blinds left. This looks like a committal type situation versus the big blind. Rapaski looks at ace-10, 8-6. Potential trouble brewing here for Schulman. Inferior flush draw. Rapaski has the 8 and the 6 covered as well. Very similar situation almost to the hand between Zhen Cai and Adam Hendrix, excuse me.
All right, Schulman says, let's go. And here we go.
Wow.
Jeez.
A little wow there from Schulman, seeing how his hand is just dominated in so many different ways.
Yeah.
That was like his hand. He had him fucking ace queen. Yeah, he had him dominated.
Down.
Ace queen
With ace
6-3. Ace queen.
So it's like 8-6 versus 5-6.
King 5 versus
Not much to write home about for Nick Schulman, but
5 gives him low cards.
still 5 cards to come. The game of Pot Limit Omaha, still plenty of options. Also going for that low. Maybe the 5 will come into play here. One thing's for sure, Schulman
That's Broadway
needs to
one
win
time.
this hand.
Don't
Ace
use
king.
your one time on this one,
No.
bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's it. Don't throw it away on this one.
Save that
I
fucking.
got lots of one.
Flip it
time.
now, right?
But
Yeah, I like this 5-6.
yeah, 5-6 is line.
That's a bad card. Wow.
There's
Schulman now hoping for
Your commentary's
lo-
even gold when you're all in. Nick.
Yeah, I mean, GG.
wow, river card pairs. Schulman's king
Go
yet again.
luck,
However,
Jesse.
Rapaski with the aces there takes this one down. Nick Schulman eliminated in 4th place, and all of a sudden we are down to the final 3. Nick Schulman collects $55,000 for his 4th place finish. Final three right now. Zhen Cai versus the rest. 74 big blinds for our chip leader Rapaski here with the knockout up to 23 big blinds.
No lows are hitting at all. I mean,
Yeah.
it's bricked off numerous times. That's why how the game can go like that.
That's why there's only 3 of us here. Good job.
That's the only way to bust people.
Exactly.
That was Schulman's
It happens.
first
Like, if you-
cash
when you say
of
play
the
it
PGT
online,
PLO
you
series.
sign in the wrong table.
That's why I usually
Like,
only.
people can play on the table and think it's high only for like 40, 50 hands. 'Cause
Oh,
the low
yeah,
never
yeah,
even
yeah.
hits.
That happened to me once in a live game. I played for like 45 minutes.
That's
and
why
I
I,
lost
I,
like
in a
that.
I
live
usually.
game?
Yeah, like 6K pot, because it said Big O on the thing,
Oh, but it wasn't.
but it was actually just 5-card high.
Gotcha.
They just called it Big O because it was
Oh.
like the beginning of, you know,
Sure.
like, this was like a long time ago.
I usually just play for the high anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
So it got me this.
Yeah, you'll never make that mistake. You just,
I don't like the chop. Like I'm just gonna win it or lose it. Pot.
Line.
it's 80 now?
Yeah, blinds up.
Yeah, you can get in a spot where you're shoving double draws, but the high it breaks. The high plays as it plays, and never
Yeah.
until you start thinking, oh, I thought I had a, and then but then when you start playing like wheels or low straights, and
Yeah.
that doesn't count for half when
Got upstate New York's finest in the building. Here we go.
then you got people asking for chips back.
Yeah.
I
Got my
I-
dealer.
well, listen, you also had aces or you had 2 pair. You can't really. It's quite a little angle there. Gotcha.
Jesse
I'm on
Lonis.
this box.
Got his favorite dealer, Donnie, so we got to expect at least one double up for him.
Okay. These players guaranteed $77,000 right now. Pay jump is 38,500.
Seconds.
225.
Here's a 225.
Zhen Cai double suited again. Ace 9, 8-3 in the big blind. Rapaski going high only in this hand.
Call.
Just with the call here. Would not have minded seeing some additional pressure here from Zhen Cai. Perhaps the 9 holding him back from really splashing here. Zhen Cai drawing to the only low in this hand. Rapaski, though, picked up the nut flush draw. He's got a gut shot to the straight as well. Pressure coming right away from Zhen Cai. He paired his 8. He's got plenty of low card outs. Rapaski now asking himself, is my high only hand strong enough
I'm all in.
to play with? And he does decide to go all in.
I'm guessing I just want a high.
Exactly how.
What's the hand there?
Ace 3-8.
Oh,
Exactly how we saw this potentially getting in there. 2.8 million in the middle. Massive pot here.
diamonds, wrap. Wow, wow.
Yeah, scutter and overs.
Oh, so you got the low draw. Okay. So,
Zhen Cai in a great situation here to get down to heads up play. Rapaski needs some help to survive here. He's got 2 streets to do it though, but no low options for him. Turn is the 5 of hearts. Rapaski needing to hit at least a pair to get half. river is the queen of diamonds,
Diamonds don't fail me now.
Make you sweat
and
out.
that
I've been-
chops
I've been
this
in
one
diamonds
up.
for 20 years.
Wow, wow, wee, wow.
Our first chop of the final table.
Yeah, first all-in
There's room
chop.
for that deuce hard, man.
You're good.
Surprise! Normally, you know,
miss
we've
many
covered a
calls.
lot
That would've
of
been a
high-low
$40,000
split games.
deuce
It's
for
just
me.
chop,
Yeah.
chop, chop, chop. We
There's
feel like we're not getting anywhere. Here we got down to 3 pretty quickly
Would have
and
been a bad time to start missing.
finally
flush
got a
draws.
chopped pot here.
Jesse Lonis would have loved to have seen Rapaski hit the rail. Pay jump,
Oh,
of
flush
course.
on the turn. Make you
Not
sweat low.
insignificant.
Yeah, you had the sweat.
But like a king or a queen's a pretty big sweat.
Yeah.
Because there's, you know, some combo cards there.
Yeah, king or queen would have been nice because I couldn't hit 2 pairs.
I was like, anything but trips on the turn for you, please.
Oh,
You almost hate the spot, but then I only have like 10 big blinds.
Yeah.
So it's like
So you got to go or
over
it's
pretending to
very
actually
solid.
think about something.
Final 3 players guaranteed $77,000. Getting to heads up means you get 115K guaranteed, and then 176 for the eventual winner. King Queen 9-8 again. Rapaski playing high only this time with a beautiful double suited hand. 8-4-3 gives him top pair and a flush draw. Issue, of course, with a flop like this is that someone could already have the low. 6 hits on the turn. Zhen Cai does not have the ability to hit a low on this hand. Rapaski, however, will still remain very cautious given the amount of low cards out there. Now, this might give him a bit more confidence because the high hand now locked up for him with that queen high flush. Nothing out there, though, for Zhen Cai.
230.
Just shy of pot size.
I think I have the worst hand possible on this board.
For those that are just tuning in, asking about how did he
Really
chop
worst
with the
hand
nut
possible.
flush, we are playing high-low. Zhen Cai had
How'd
the
you
low
like
end
the mix,
of the hand.
Not the mix thing, but the dealer's choice event.
Oh, that was fun.
Were you picking an orbit, or you literally pick per hand?
Yeah, you pick it per orbit.
And then there was the big O event too.
No, no,
was it?
it's instead of like the 3-game mix, they just had the dealer's choice.
But there was a 5-card one. Did you play that, like 5-card high, or no?
I think that one's coming up. That's tomorrow. It's like a 2200.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably gonna skip that one.
Cool.
see a flop.
Seeing a flop here between Rapaski and Lonis, the two smaller stacks. Rapaski taking a stab here. Lonis with a flush draw has a decent low draw as well. Deuce or 4 would give him a low. And there it is. Deuce of diamonds. 2 birds with 1 stone. Hitting a flush as well as a low. Three, 4, the only low that can beat Lonis. And guess what? Rapaski, the proud owner of 3-4. Donnie, this might even end up all in.
It could end up all in.
330.
These are the 2 shorter stacks, of course. Kai not involved here. Given the stack size here, Lonis was 705K. I would expect him to just get this money in. Rapaski did bet 330.
All in.
All in.
There it is.
Call. Hot.
Rapaski calls, and
Donnie, I was right about something for once.
Here we go.
Jesse Lonis versus Rapaski all in. These boys are
four
going
out
to
there.
chop it up unless
Doesn't do it.
Yeah, nothing changes.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he's, yeah, I never realized
Yeah,
that.
straight. Yeah, the 6 though.
Lonis trying to be hopeful. But no way.
Damn, I felt pretty good about my hand.
At first,
In
I
which
was
this
like,
could
I
change.
thought you just had blockers.
Yeah,
like,
you
shit,
solved it.
saw that, but then obviously he has a big.
Deuce of hearts on the river just to complete
Wait,
the
doesn't
board,
matter.
but this one's getting
wheel
chopped.
and a
Don't beat
flush.
us straight.
Wheel and a flush. 5 low, however you want to say.
Lonis and Rapaski chopping it up. Donnie, a moment ago you said we hadn't seen a chop yet, and now we got him back to back.
Well, that's how it always was going to work out, right?
Nice hand.
Zhen Cai remains in the lead. If you're just tuning in, pot limit Omaha 8 or better. We are splitting it up.
Lost money.
J-Dab says, I don't get this at all. So basically,
Either do we.
Really
you're
good
going to use
finger.
2 cards from your hand to make a low, but they have to be
Get that
8
idea
or
from
lower.
Boy over there.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. Like.
He's thinking too hard about the wrong things.
Yeah, no, everything. I agree. It's exactly what I thought of when I said it.
Your cards can play both ways. So ace and a deuce, you can make a 5-high straight. You could also use the ace and a deuce to make a 5-high low. That would then be the best possible low, also known as the wheel. And in this case, as you can see, Rapaski doesn't have 2 cards 8 or lower, so has no way to make a low. Same goes for Jesse Lonis. The 9 is the lowest card that doesn't count for the low. And Zhen Cai, in this case, does have tons of low possibilities here. A good hand right now for Zhen Cai would be to make perhaps, a 7-high straight. That would give him a low and a high. You're, of course, looking for a way to scoop, meaning you win both sides of the pot. Lonis firing here with his ace. Zhen Cai has a pair of 7s. Some low outs, however. A low spade might make him hesitant to commit more chips, so not the best case scenario, but when you're 3-handed, you gotta play your hands a bit more aggressively. Call was made. Turn card is the 4 of diamonds.
Clear to food.
This will give Zhen Cai 2 pair.
Yeah, puts
pot.
Zhen Cai here in a better position to scoop this pot.
4-9. Thank you.
We know on the flop he's got a lock on the
Just
low,
bit
as long as he
berries,
doesn't
like a
fold.
fruit
Not
berries.
500.
Yeah, like a yogurt.
And I wonder if
parfait
Zhen
berries.
Cai is reading
Yeah.
at least what we've
40
seen so
plus,
far at this final table from Jesse Lonis, where it really seems like he's been pushing things with hands that are going for the high. I mean, he kind of joked earlier that he's only playing hands that can win the high, and I feel like he's kind of gone that way a lot.
Lonis slowing down now. As you can see, Zhen Cai flopped a low. 8-7, 4-3 ace.
Guava. We will.
Sound effects there from Jesse Lonis as he
Not a good turn for me.
tosses his cards into the muck.
Bad turn.
Bad turn for you?
Bad turn. I think so.
I think
Good turn for you?
maybe. I don't know.
Maybe a bad one.
He gave me a 2 pair.
Yeah. I had ace, 9, 10, 10. Flopped it open-ended straight and tough.
Oh, yeah. That's bad turn for me then.
You had a low? You already had a low?
Yeah, I had the low already, so that's bad turn.
Indeed, Zhen Cai
Now,
lost.
this being like a closed-off studio setup, we would have been having some fun here. I had a few friends that wanted to start getting rowdy at noon today.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
to
Like
come.
my friend asked if
They're-
he should come cheer. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah,
This isn't
they were
really
little,
a
they were
spot.
little like bummed. I mean, one of my couple guys were out
Yeah,
there
if it was
watching.
out there, it'd be okay.
Yeah, that's
They
what
can cheer from the outside the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I got one of my buddies. He just said hi, but
Nice.
they thought they
There
were
is a
be like
bar
in the,
there, so I mean,
Yeah, and they thought maybe like in the center feature table
Yeah.
in the main room.
yeah, that one would be okay.
Yeah.
But it's way too quiet in here right now. It's like
225?
disruptive,
Yeah.
I guess.
Who
I just
cares?
wanna do, like,
Put
whatever.
some chairs in the room. Let's
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
Remko and I give you guys the okay.
Standing
Okay.
room only will be fun too.
Yeah, just tell him Tim said it was okay.
Just no vuvuzelas. Look at this, Donnie. Real interesting hand here for Rapaski. Has lots of board coverage with ace-6, 3 deuce. Lonis with deuce 4, 5. If one player makes a straight, the other is going to make multiple pairs. That's basically what this hand looks like. Lonis with the straggler king there, perhaps helpful to hit some sort of high hand, but otherwise he's mostly looking for wheel cards. Rapaski gets it done with a 3-bet, and now Jesse Lonis down to just 6 big blinds.
My hand was performing pretty bad against a lot of ace-X hands.
I mean, that's a pretty important hand there for Jesse Lonis. I know we didn't see anything
Right.
That's the best.
past pre-flop, but he gave up a third of his stack right there just
Best
by
high
raise
low.
folding.
Yeah.
Lonis now down to 6 big blinds, so it's time for the danger zone. Jesse Lonis certainly going to want to make something happen. Kind of shades of what we saw yesterday, where we got one big chip leader. We got somebody kind of firmly in second place, you know, just trying to navigate to heads-up play, really not try and falter in any sort of way that causes them to finish third, and then a pretty severe short stack who's likely next out the door.
Zhen Cai leaves it to the small stacks, the battle in the blinds. Rapaski, ace-king, 10-9, raises the pot. Would be happy to get it all in here against Lonis, who has 8-8-6-4.
Lonis says no thank you. Next hand. Folding there. Jesse Lonis gave up 2 big blinds.
Yeah, that's a tough one, being in the big blind. If you're with us on YouTube right now, please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot spreading the word on our streams from the Triangle Studio. Keep in mind, tomorrow, a massive final table coming at you from the PokerGO Studio. The 25K Pot Limit Omaha Championship event, currently up to 47 entries. Registration in that event still open for quite some time. All the big names, all the top performers from this series already in the mix, and seeing some new names as well. Tom Marchese in the mix, Donnie.
Yeah, I saw him out there battling.
Some guy by the name of Daniel Negreanu just showed up as well.
Yeah, he was late coming, but he's there. Jared Blesnick is out there. Of course, the super high roller bowl PLO champion. Part of the, 14-hour final table that we did?
I'm still tired, Donnie. I'm still tired from that.
Still recovering, right? I know Lataro Guerra is out there during the first PGT PLO series. He won 3 events, including the $25,000 Pot Limit Omaha Championship. If we're basing what this year, or what this edition of the PLO series gets for the PLO Championship, the last one got 83 entries, $518,000 first place prize. So if we get around 65 to 75 entries, probably looking 450 plus for first place. So that's what's going to be on the line tomorrow.
This game, by the way, far from over. Pot Limit Omaha 8 or better gives you lots of chances to survive. You just gotta get it in good. Matthew Deasley asking, how can you make a high with King 5 3 deuce? Well, there's no qualifier for the high, so just a pair of deuces qualifies you for the high.
Could have a king high.
King high could also be the winner. Exactly right. I do love the fact that we have a lot of viewers right now that are new to the game. Hopefully we can tempt you to stick around and learn some more, as it's always fun that when you finally come to Las Vegas, you're able to perhaps play multiple games, hop into a low stakes mixed game, or try your luck in a small tournament. I know that what I would used to do, Donnie, I would go to like Binion's or Four Queens or the Mirage or whatever the case may be, whatever casino in town would offer low stakes mixed game events, and I would just try it out. You know, $150, $200 horse tournament, or maybe jump into a triple stud event, which I've played in the past. Just a whole different experience than playing Hold'em. And I must say, usually some fun table conversation. You made some interesting characters playing those events. As we see 5-5-3 deuce for Zhen Cai, despite not having an ace. Pretty looking hand when you're playing high-low.
Yeah, no ace, but he's got enough of a hand here, three-handed, especially with the chip lead. And Jesse Lonis, the pretty big short stack in the big blind. Zhen Cai can certainly attack.
Lonis.
This might be enough for Lonis to just get it in. I mean,
The way he grabbed his chips aggressively made me think that he had already made up his mind to go for it with this one. Felt very much like a bit of aggression there.
On.
There it is. He does move all in. Did I just spot a live tell on Jesse Lonis, Donnie? I'm not going to say that I'm a genius here, but I saw that coming from a mile away.
Kind of a flip.
Jesse Lonis all in.
Queen Jack versus.
No, it actually
it's
isn't.
always a
No,
flip,
I
guys.
had-
Come on.
I thought I did.
We're PLO high-low. I mean, what?
I think I'm
You had queens?
I thought I did. I had tens. I had a good high hand.
How the hell do you get those two confused? Tens look like queens? The fuck?
In my mind, I was thinking queen, queen, ten.
They
but I was
both got like
thinking
a
queen,
circular element to them. I mean,
No, I didn't. I probably wouldn't know. That's why I think I folded tens.
Jesse Lonis looking
double?
to survive
You
here.
yeah,
But yeah, I got that.
you got the club.
Yeah, yeah.
Clubs covered as well. Zhen Cai with a pair of fives. Slightly in the lead right now, but with 5 cards to come. Lonis with good chances here. And there it is. Jack, Jack, deuce. Lonis flops a full house.
Hello.
You don't need the queens if you got the jack and the deuce.
I thought you had
This
jacks.
also,
Oh wait, no. You
this
had
also,
queen, or tens. Yeah.
I'd probably
This,
had queens, who knows?
Something.
this renders Zhen Cai's 5
I need my
dead
bag.
as well. Turn is the 8 of hearts.
Some low action.
No.
And nice commentary there from Rapaski. Indeed, some low action here. River card is the 3 of diamonds. Jesse Lonis with an old-fashioned scooper.
Here.
yeah, it was low, but it wasn't the low card that Zhen Cai
four,
was looking for.
Yeah,
I
so
think
when
it's
looking
okay.
for a low,
I think I do have queens in the muck.
you can't pair
455.
450.
those cards.
Sick. Did have the queens.
Much needed double up there for Jesse Lonis. He's back up over $1 million in chips.
We both have the deuce too.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a
Yeah,
good
I
fold.
can't even hit a 5. This was a 6.
If I 3-bet him, then you fold
That's true.
a version of that. I don't know. That's a weird tournament spot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Put the
think
queens in the muck every time.
it's going to be hard for Rapaski there to be 3-betting and
40K free money.
at
my
least
buck.
looking like he's going to play for
say me.
stacks, being comfortably in
I would've-
second when
I would've
Jesse
just-
Lonis
I
is
would've
so
took the
short
barrel
there.
at you there, I think. Well, I guess you would have had the low draw anyways.
I want to put it in. Or, oh, blind on blind, I would have put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say if you put it against it.
Yeah. Well, he's triply.
He's Chipley, yeah, different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his range is way weaker. Than
I think then it probably balances out.
Rapaski's hands slightly more tied right now.
Call.
Bit of a gap still between him and Lonis. Of course, you got to take into consideration what ICM will do to the hands you play. Lonis here looking to see a cheap flop. Has a hand that goes both ways. Zhen Cai does not, but at least he is double suited. Jack 7-4, rainbow flop.
It's a pop.
3 big blinds in the pot.
120.
Easy one for Jesse Lonis. If you're just tuning in, my name is Remko Rinkema. Donnie Peters alongside me. Thank you all so much for being with us here today. Tomorrow, the big one, the championship, the 25K PLO final table. Lots of big names in contention for a spot at the final table. You can follow live reporting of that event on pgt.com all day today. Tomorrow's final table is going to be a little bit later than you're used to. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Structure of the 25K slightly slower, so we're anticipating a bit of a later start. Ace 9 and 4 here for Zhen Cai. Pair of nines, one of the trickiest pairs in this game. Rapaski also holding an ace 9, double suited with ace 9 7 3. Doesn't hesitate, comes in for a raise right away.
Andy's dead. Pot. 160 more, right?
Are we on break-in 15? Cool. Thank you.
You got like
Hopefully
300
I'm on break-in.
on the other side, right? Okay.
Hopefully not 5.
Sorry, I don't know where to put them
Yeah, that's fine.
in terms of positioning. Someone's not going to see some chips. If you want to keep them in stacks of, 500.
Go. 240 total?
Zhen Cai does make the call. 560 in the middle here. Jack 8 4, 2 hearts. Rapaski with the nut flush draw. Also with the better low draw.
Four and a quarter.
Rapaski coming with it here, 425. At least one time extension used here from Zhen Cai. Cai does give it up. Rapaski there. Pulling that one in. He's up over 2 million now.
Yeah, we got a real fight on our hands here. 3.7 million for Zhen Cai, still the leader. Rapaski on 2 million, Lonis on 1.2. Here's a look at GTO Wizard. Scan the QR code on your screen or go to gtowizard.com/PokerGo. It's the #1 app for poker players. So improve your Hold'em game, get in the mix there, do some studying, and make sure you're well prepared for your
It's
next
unbelievable.
event
I
or
mean,
cash game.
What some of these, I don't even know what to call them, but like just the video game streaming stuff with like Roblox or Minecraft.
Influencers.
Yeah. But it's beyond that. Yeah. It's like
Oh, yeah.
even-
Streamers.
yeah, the YouTube streamers, like subscribership. when they
Are
got-
we YouTube streamers?
My daughter
Yes,
calls it
Donnie.
Merch. I'm like, did you say merch? Like what? Yeah, that's yeah. She's like, I don't know how to get to the merch store. It's like,
160.
some of it's good stuff though. They like arts and crafts and
All sorts of
different.
stuff.
Yeah, also, I mean, try to stay more on the educational side of things. In my mind, I justify the Minecraft stuff with like being, maybe she'll be an architect or something one day, just building stuff.
And my son watches Mario Maker.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like video games, but at least he gets to,
Pot.
at least he's creating.
Mm-hmm.
Zhen Cai raising it up with the ace, deuce, deuce, 6 to 160K. Jesse Lonis fighting back, also holding the ace, deuce along with 9-8 of
About
spades.
590 behind you.
590 behind.
Could really see a massive all in here.
Cool.
Look at this.
520.
Zhen Cai makes the call, keeping the initiative with Lonis. So this puts the onus on Zhen Cai to hit something, because aggression might still be able to take this one down, as there's over $1 million in the middle, and Jack Jack 6 rolls off the deck. Zhen Cai does pair his 6.
All in.
Strangely enough, Lonis makes the move right away, and Zhen Cai calls it off with a 6. Wow. Huge spot here
Anything but a 9 the
for Zhen
kill
Cai.
or semi-kill.
It's where it's like either you're dead or he's you know.
Anything but a 9.
Anything but a 9 here
Spade clubs.
for Zhen Cai.
Oh, you got double.
High card.
2 backdoor flush draws for Jesse Lonis. Backdoor low outs as well. Those will likely result in a quarter to the pot for Jesse Lonis. Ace of diamonds on the turn.
Great.
Ace 9 kicker.
Wait a minute.
All of a sudden,
Wait a minute, what's going on
Wait
here?
Forgot about that
minute.
one. I need a
the
jack
ace
now.
9
I forgot about
comes into
her.
play.
Wow.
Wow.
This is a fascinating card to hit for Jesse Lonis. All of a sudden, he's on the brink
Wait
of
a
a
minute.
massive double up,
Wait a minute.
We win.
and the queen
590.
hits on the river, and Jesse Lonis gets a full double up. And Donnie, we're basically even here.
Out of nowhere.
I know you had it now.
You hit yours.
It looked as though Zhen Cai had
The feeling's funny.
one hand on the
Like,
trophy,
less than
but
four-handed, it-
You're cheering so hard against you like me.
few
and I
pots
like
don't
you,
go
but it's
his
like, fuck
way.
that.
Doubles
You're
up
like,
Jesse
I want that
Lonis
40
twice.
grand.
Loses a
Sorry for swearing. I'm
pretty decent one to Ryan Rapaski, and the chip stacks
You
are
guys
as
are
even as
counting
we've
the
seen
ace.
them
Look at
three-handed.
that hand though, bro. Come on.
We got a match.
Well, both.
We got ourselves a real match.
Jack I killed.
So wait, he's calling me?
Jack reduce. Kills it.
1.11 total.
1.11.
Wow.
10.
Nice scooper there for Jesse Lonis. This tournament now, a fair fight officially.
So you have 6, 8 outs.
He's my
Seven.
home court dealer. He used to deal at Turning Stone in upstate New York, and that's where I'm from. He used to play. he, doubled.
7 outs and running low for chop.
We didn't have PLO.
He pulled that one off his sleeve.
Yeah.
We forgot about that one. That's how much that was.
Shout out Turning Stone.
Yeah, we didn't play
Yeah.
PLO.
More poker to be played. Nice.
Limit Hold'em. That's what I was playing.
The first casino I ever played poker at.
I was gonna say, Donnie, this sounds like your neck of the woods.
You're telling me there's a chance?
There it is.
Holy shit.
There's always a chance.
I know. That's true.
To be fair, I had a lot more outs with my flush draw, gut shot over cards.
Every hand's 50-50. man.
It is, yeah. Either you win or you lose.
Don't
Yeah.
matter.
I feel you on that.
That's how I play PLO. I play like every hand's 50. I'm 40.
I mean,
What a legend.
why not, right?
Yep.
That's how I play Hold'em. Maybe that's my problem.
What do I have?
Very
2.3?
possible.
What do you got now? About 3?
2.5.
2.5. He's got the rest. I didn't have to count for a while. I'm sorry. Yeah, call.
Call. Okay, that's it.
Queen 6-5. Rainbow flop comes out.
What's the pot?
240.
120.
120.
I have my hand again. It's gonna go down.
Queens.
No, 6, 6, 7, 10.
Oh.
I would have looked down at that for, I mean, probably a long time and remember the hand now.
Shout out to Paul Murphy, member of the Rail for 4 months. Says, have a great Sunday, great
25
poker.
paychecks are so
Thanks,
slippery.
PokerGo.
I can never get a hold of him.
That's right.
Appreciate it, Paul.
They're
Thank you so
slippery
much
like
for
yesterday.
tuning in and
We
being
were
with us.
passing stacks around.
Oh yeah.
Got lots of
To be fair, none of us were like trying to knit it up too hard. We were trying to win.
lots of member content available on our YouTube page right now. So if you want to become a member for $2.99 a month, I promise you there's lots of stuff to watch there beyond our live streams.
240.
40.
I was playing just a high, but wow, wee wow.
That's good for you.
Ace, King,
You know,
Jack,
I
10.
like those ones more anyway.
Good enough for Jesse Lonis.
Me and you both. That was our big poly play yesterday. With high versus, I had my set of kings. You had
Oh yeah.
top pair,
Just
like
flush
gut
draw.
shot and flush draw.
Yeah, I shouldn't have called there.
Hmm?
So I shouldn't have called there.
Oh.
That was the one mistake I made yesterday. Well, I made more than one, but that was the one I remember. It's just too much.
Yeah.
I had a good stack at the time. If I fold, I still had a good stack. And I had no
Zhen
low
Cai,
drawn. You could have had a low drawn there.
Respectable Ace, King, 10-3 with the hearts.
10 seconds.
180.
Raise to 180.
Call.
Call.
Rapaski's in there from the small blind. Jesse Lonis in there as well. We're going to have
Let's
a
do
little
it.
family pot here. Three-handed. I like
mean,
it.
A three-way all-in could really complicate things to a point where Donnie and I will give up. And look at the odds here. Everyone with a little nibble of this flop. No player with a 4, so still
620.
lots of options here. Jesse Lonis inquiring about the size of the pot. Of course, has that back to a royal flush. We all can tell that's never going to happen since Zhen Cai has that ace of hearts.
Check.
Zhen Cai here comes out with the bet after he was checked 205,000 here. Both of his opponents out of the way. And
Nice steal.
Zhen Cai chips up.
You guys folded so fast, I think I had the best hand.
Okay.
Anyone had fair there.
I could only bluff to win.
That hand
I was
there
thinking
puts
about it hard.
Zhen Cai back
Almost
out in
went a little
front.
crazy on
Jesse
the
Lonis
first
in
flop.
second. Ryan
was
Rapaski in
going.
third.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
I was thinking about the
good
same
enough
thing.
to go.
Yeah, well,
It was good enough to
the
go.
problem.
I had a
yeah.
deuce in my hand.
It was good enough to go. I mean,
Okay.
probably not ICM approved, but it's
I didn't. I had queen 10-8 deuce double suited, so I was like honestly thinking about folding. I didn't love it. I was like,
Yeah, it was really-
everything went through my head. I was like, yeah, it's kind of a good squeeze candidate. Yeah.
probably a good spot for me to try to steal that one on the flop.
We all wanted it bad.
I know.
God darn it.
It's a good idea until like I min click you and you just pot it. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
shit.
Like, fuck. Wait a minute.
I'd really like for Ryan Rapaski to get into the voiceover game to maybe read me some bedtime stories with that soothing, deep voice.
How many hands did they say?
3.
3, I think.
It's marked here so you can see it.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Ace Jack 9-9 here for Rapaski on the button. He's going to raise to 200,000. 10-10-7-5 double suited for Zhen Cai out of the big blind.
10 seconds.
Looks like we're going to get a call.
Cool. That's it.
Heads up to the flop here. 8-4-4, 2 diamonds. Zhen Cai looking pretty good on this flop. Based on what we can see, of course, he doesn't necessarily know that. He has the overpair to the board for the better 2 pair. He's got the 7-5 for a straight draw, also for a low draw. He's got diamonds. Check, check. Queen on the turn. It does bring a second club, and Rapaski has the ace-9 of clubs in his hand. Rapaski cannot make a low on this hand. Only Zhen Cai could make a low. 150 is the bet here from Kai. All right, Rapaski's in there. To the river we go. 7 of hearts on the river. No low, but Kai gets the check mark here. He's playing 10s and 4s. Rapaski with 9s and 4s. Kai checks.
I check.
6 down.
10s.
Rapaski checks back.
I might lay that down.
This is boys the queen.
Fuck.
Rapaski talking to himself there. Heard him
Oh,
mention maybe a bluff would work. Not sure he'd lay down a queen with Kai, but
Nice
Yeah.
hand.
probably would have laid down 2 10s.
And diamonds. You're not going anywhere on the flop though.
No, I was
No, it plays. I can take it on the river with the big bet.
the river. Yeah, you can take it.
Yeah.
Flop and turn. Just gonna go with it.
Zhen Cai
Weird, I
still
wish I didn't have a pair of 9s in my hand.
Right?
holding on to a nice little lead here.
When you got just enough showdown value. You're like,
If I can beat the 8.
those are the worst.
Yeah, that was.
Those pain me.
Nice hand.
Thank you.
Yeah, 500 would have been a good bet there.
Rapaski's still talking to himself. It's good to be able to talk strategy with yourself, Donnie.
Yeah, of
Do a
course.
bit of analysis on the fly here. Zhen Cai just limping in. No longer has the, ability to splash around too much. Has to be a bit more careful here. Rapaski clawing back right away with ace jack 6-3.
That's it.
Ten, 8, 7. Rainbow flop. 10-8 for Zhen Cai, double pairing him. Some calisthenics there for Jesse Lonis in the background, trying to stay warm.
500.
500,000.
And Rapaski, despite not hitting the most
Call.
favorable flop, pots, gets shoved on, and makes the call. Rapaski with some
Ace-3
outs,
diamonds, backdoor.
calling out all the outs that he indeed has. A diamond on the turn would help him along
Ace
quite a
chops
bit.
it, huh? Jack, jack.
Oh, ace. No, ace is the bad card.
No, you make 2-5 low then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ace indeed would give Rapaski
You have my deuce of diamonds, 4 diamonds.
a pair of aces, but Zhen Cai looking for that ace to make a low. Turn card is
So
the
sick.
Jack of Diamonds. That is a sick card.
What's going on?
Nut flush draw.
Nut flush draw,
Paired.
ace 3,
Wow.
6 is a scoop.
Oh my God.
I need a 3.
He an 8.
River card
Ace jack.
Chop chop.
is
Oh,
the
I just thought
ace
scoop
of
for a second.
spades,
Even
giving
though I already
Zhen Cai a
told you
low.
that doesn't work.
Yeah, you forgot.
Yeah, it's still.
Wow.
So sick.
Dude, me and you are taking the worst beats, not in the hand.
What is it?
Zhen Cai takes the
We
low
both
there.
lost 50,000
Rapaski
4 times.
backs
You're
his
so
way
hard
into the
against
high
God.
with
You
a
start
better
cheering for
2
me,
pair.
It goes the other way.
All right. I'll try
These
next
2
time.
players will chop it up.
Next time I'm calling for your cards.
Oh, man. What a turn card that is.
Yeah.
It was either
That's the turn card.
Ow.
yeah, either
That's the turn card.
either a 4
Wow.
diamonds or a jack of diamonds would be the turn card.
Oh, that hurt my knee. Jeez. That's solid. Watch your
Jesse
knees.
Lonis
Is script in these
testing
hands?
the
Like the NFL script.
structural integrity of our table.
That turn
For,
sucked.
for ratings. They're trying
The
to
turn was
push the
that.
PLO8 community.
Yeah.
They can turn sweat cards.
Make PLOA
boy.
great
That
again.
turn, you're definitely a dog, right?
Make
that?
PLOA
Turn,
great
give
again.
my
Print the
hand,
hats.
Right.
Was it ever great, Donnie?
I don't know about that.
Not
I mean,
turn-
it's
Oh,
better
the
than
turn?
limit
Oh, yeah,
08,
the
that's
jack
for
of
It
sure.
was like a full flip. Right?
That's got to be the worst. That's the worst card in the deck.
Yeah.
Well, worst card was a 4 diamond.
I'm saying
Yeah, yeah.
that's
That
not
isn't a
a
lock.
made hand.
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
9.
It's the worst drawing card.
I'm probably still at slave.
Yeah, slight favorite, but
Not by much.
and beggars can't be choosers. I love that. I'm looking for a king of diamonds there. Just bang off another flush.
200.
That would have been a 6 scoop, a high running high diamonds.
Yeah.
Don't get greedy, sir.
Right.
In my head, I was like, no queen
Hello.
or king. So this way you can't scoop, or especially a diamond.
Let's go on break.
All right, time for a little word from our good friend, Mr. Daniel Negreanu.
This winter, WSOP is bringing the heat. This December, the WSOP is coming to Atlantis, and they're bringing $50 million guaranteed, with buy-ins as low as $1,000 or as high as $100,000. There's going to be 15 World Series of Poker Bracelet events and a $5,000 main event with a juicy $15 million guarantee. So who wants to come make history with me and win some bracelets in paradise?
And just play some tournaments here.
We're not done
Yeah,
yet
these are
with the
fun.
bracelets in
They're fun,
2023.
They're fun.
I'm not
Bahamas
gonna play the whole
offering
week.
up
Yeah, I
some
can't play the-
massive
I mean,
events.
I hold my own in Omaha.
Right, right. Like, I mean,
Not like I play. I mean, PLO8's my game, but
right. No. Gotcha.
the hold'em stuff is just such a grind. It's not even
Blinds
fun, but I
are
don't know.
up. We're playing 50K, 100K.
When-
with
when
the
I play
100K
with
big
beer
blind
cash
ante,
games, a lot of times I just sit out.
The
and
ante
hold 'em.
does not count
I go
until it
walk
becomes
over.
part of the pot post-flop. If Rapaski doubles through Zhen Cai, we're basically in a 3-way tie right now.
It's my
Interesting.
habit anyway. I touch the button every time. It's my button. Yeah. Some dealers don't like it.
Look at this.
90% of them do.
Mimosa?
Like,
Donnie,
yeah, exactly.
Why not? Maybe it's party time again.
what is your, like, you know, Sunday at home, maybe nothing else going on. What is your Sunday day drinking choice?
Couldn't tell you, because I don't drink anymore.
You're just giving up on it completely.
Yeah, I haven't had a drink in probably 2 years.
2 years. Wow. Well,
So I have no idea.
So much for that conversation.
It's really like I had no kind of reason to stop. I just stopped one day, and I just like haven't come back. I don't really like have a choice.
I have a
or, like have a reason.
I have a fun little thing on the drinking part. I drink a lot less than I used to, that's for sure. But I recently discovered this summer that the non-alcoholic beers have gotten so much better, and there's such a big offering that I'm almost exclusively now on the non-alcoholic beer train.
Really?
They are
I know
really
a-
good.
They've obviously isn't there one like Athletic?
Athletic Brewing
Athletic
is
Brewing,
very
yeah,
good.
I've seen that a lot. I know Jason Kuhn has come in here before with it's not a non-alcoholic beer. It's It's like a hoppy tea.
Right.
So it's kind of like in that line, you
Yeah.
know, which I thought was interesting.
Well, I mean, I had a
They're coming up.
Corona
Just
Zero
mid ones.
a couple weeks ago, and it's
Almost.
hard to distinguish from a real Corona.
I'm sure you feel better in the morning.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Zhen Cai 10-9-4-3 raises it up.
Don Perrione in the PokerGO chat said, drinking Fireball, Jameson Makers, and Michelob Ultra today.
All of those.
I mean, he's
together.
going to feel like hell tomorrow.
Wow, it's gonna be a rough Monday for you, buddy. Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the chat. What's your drink of choice on this lovely Sunday afternoon / evening? By the way, Rapaski here
Almost.
decided to choose violence here. Queen, queen, eight, deuce
775, 675.
with a suit.
Oh yeah, that's everything.
No, that
Yeah, that's right.
you had it right.
That was right.
You had it right.
Oh, those are 5 high. Are those 5 high?
Kind of feel like Rapaski's just been waiting to attack at some point. Not that he doesn't have a decent hand here, three-handed, but
I don't know why.
That's about as light as I'm ever shipping. But
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, mine's pretty light myself.
He told me
Shows
never
it.
to fold queens, so
I have a.
took some
very-
advice.
I just have a.
Wish I never told you that.
Yeah, it's hard for me to beat that hand.
A little show and tell there from
I had a queen too.
Rapaski.
Either you do or don't. It's 50-50, right?
I don't think I was. You know, maybe that was my turn to suck at. I don't know.
I think you got to respect my shove there once in a while. I know. I would love to show you 6-6, so 6-6, 7-10, but
King, king, 8-5 here for Rapaski. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go after it again, sitting on just 14 big blinds.
about the pot.
350.
Again, a win for Rapaski.
similar type of holding there. Gets it done pre-flop. Blinds now, 50,000, 100,000. See that new chip in play, those yellows. Yellow and black, those are 100,000
Game
each.
at these blind levels. Win 3 in a row, you feel like you're just really doing something with your life.
Look at this little rundown here. 3, 4, 5, 6 for Zhen Cai. One suit involved there as well. And look at this, 8, 7, 6, 4 for Rapaski. Lots of coverage of the board between these two guys. And Ace, Queen, 4 basically misses both of them. Rapaski does hit, or both players do hit a pair of 4s, but don't even want to make that into big of a deal. The ace and the 4 do give both players a low draw. Backdoor hearts as well for Rapaski.
You limp something big over there.
Big enough.
I'm trying to hit a prop.
Let's see if I have. Ah, it was close. Close to it.
Rapaski lets it go, and Zhen Cai takes this one down.
You guys play some props and cash games? Like straight flush?
Yeah, straight flush and quads for sure.
Yeah.
The one that I play in, sometimes they play everything, 2 pairs, badoogies.
I don't.
It's just too much.
That's too much. I just want like a big prop at a big number,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
fine. Even like the trips, even back and forth, is just like.
Yeah, I just forget.
I just forget. I start
Yeah.
mucking my prop winners.
Yeah.
Gotta like.
Quads, straight flush, a little bonus for quad aces, bonus for royal.
Royal. Yeah.
It almost feels like we're talking about video poker here, Donnie.
This tournament's probably the most live PL08 hands I played. I played online though
Oh yeah.
a bunch, but
225.
live.
Yeah, there's nowhere to play.
Yeah.
really, like, you know.
Well, just the World Series, I played like 1 or 2, but I didn't
Like
last too long.
tournaments,
Yeah.
like a couple tournaments here and there.
Online, you can find some good.
Mm-hmm. My guys back home, that's all they like is like mixed game, not mixed, but like high-low variant type stuff.
What's the normal game?
It's now turned. It's now turned to Big O, but it was 08.
Pot limit?
7-card stud pot limit is also
Oh, yeah.
like Mississippi style. Where
Right.
you get the first 2 out. 2 cards for the first bet.
Donnie, I
That's
might have to
fun.
move to Michigan.
Sounds like some
Different
good
type.
games are going on there.
Mississippi style.
Yeah, the one at Kennel Club is a mixed 4-card and 5-card. Both high-low.
Kennel Club in Florida.
Yeah, that's like my local casino.
Okay. So you live in Florida?
Yeah. That's how I know Q and like all them. Like I've played a bunch of 08 with Q.
Yeah. Q plays
And
08 online
yeah.
with me. He brings quite the action.
yep.
Rapaski balancing his range as well with the mimosa and a side of fruit for some antioxidants. Gotta love this guy's style.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that hoodie is attached to the jacket, or whether it's 2 separate pieces of clothing. It's not something you see every day, as we have kings and queens potentially going to battle here. Tough situation for Lonis if he does get involved.
I
but
don't know how he
was
folds.
actually the
He
sole reason
told
behind
Rapaski
that
never
was
fold
tequila.
queens.
Exactly.
And then he
They
folds.
like what?
Tequila.
Oh.
He literally converted me
That's hilarious.
a year ago.
Is your stack real quick? Just double check.
Like a mill?
1.1.
Yeah. Exactly.
Rapaski's kings
I
are
mean,
going
I
to
don't
get
like
it done.
But I don't think I'm folding. I don't love it, should I say. No, Q's a good guy, though.
Yeah, yeah.
As wild as, like, he can be, or, you know.
Everybody likes Buddy.
Yeah, buddy. The buddy. Oh, gosh. Yeah, they play in Naples. Like on the golf side.
Mm-hmm.
You know Julio?
I don't think so.
They kind of run the same games or he plays.
Lonis lets go of his button as Lonis and Rapaski nearly tied in chips here. Zhen Cai still holding on to that chip lead. If you're just tuning in, we lost Nick Schulman just recently. Adam Hendrix also hit the rail. Those guys jumped into the 25K championship event, which we will be streaming tomorrow, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern.
You're not folding with your stack.
That was a bad one.
You came right out here, punished everybody.
Yeah, this could have not make it to the first break. Had a couple chances.
No, I can't wait to see what your starters were on the stream on some of those spots. When you see how bad my cards were, I was just like defenseless. Because I was afraid to ship it in.
Yeah.
I think you're folding it like over half the time, anyways.
I think you bluffed me on one hand.
Let's just say I wasn't like
The-
full blaster mode.
I
did have
figured
some
you had
hands.
something.
Yeah.
I think the 10-10 hand you bluffed me. With a river game of 10.
We'll find
Rapaski
out.
almost talking Donnie as if he's been eliminated. He's still in the
I was
tournament. He's
thinking
still got a
about
chance to win this thing.
Rebluff it.
I had an ace, but nothing else.
I love like rebluff with sub 20 BB stacks.
Yeah, I don't think it was gonna work.
I don't think that's gonna work.
That's good enough.
Kai gets to take it down as the chatter at the
one
table has
Yeah,
become more and more
But I
jovial
could
in the
turn it into a
last
bluff
few
because
minutes.
I opened free, obviously. I can
Yeah.
represent aces.
I appreciate you guys not knocking me out right away. Like, talk about awkward exits. I have like 4 bowls of fruit here. Like,
Yeah, take them out.
I'm gonna need help carry all my food out.
Well, we didn't do it on purpose. We didn't keep you here on purpose.
I'm like, yo, can we get like a yogurt parfait? And they bring back like every fruit in the world, which is good. I mean, it's good vibes.
97654 for Rapaski on the button. Let's go.
How many chips you got now?
1-6. Grinding,
We are right around the same, my friend.
grinding.
Too big.
Indeed, Lonis and Rapaski now tied in chips. Less than a small blind separating them.
Yeah, I'm with you now. I don't hate the 40-minute levels. Although they could do like hour at the final table, I think. I think that would be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's.
Still like
I
it?
think I still like 40.
Pop.
It's enough.
3.
Yeah, I mean nowadays people are, grinding 10, 15 big blinds anyways. It's-
Lonis attacking on the button with ace queen
350.
6-5. Zhen Cai ace jack jack 4.
4 behind.
1.6 I started with.
I only play 1 or 2 tournaments a year, so.
Yeah, 1.325.
Pot.
Oh, there it is. Zhen Cai with the aggression, re-raising the pot. Rapaski tossing 4 hearts into the muck. Jesse Lonis basically forced to play for stacks here.
All in.
Does do it. Goes all in. Zhen Cai makes the call, and we're going to have a big all-in showdown here. Ace Queen,
Ace 3?
6-5 versus
Ace
Ace
4.
Jack Jack 4.
You got ace 4?
It's a flip.
Live though.
Jacks versus ace queen.
Yeah.
Quite a few pathways still, Donnie, for Lonis to win
I
this.
think you got Jacks right here with ace
Yeah,
4.
of course. I don't think he's out of it at all, as evidenced by the percentages you guys see on your screen.
Lonis wearing his trademark glasses. Zhen Cai also always hiding behind those shades. Lonis needs some help. Here's the flop. Deuce 3-3 rolls off the deck. Interesting.
Pretty dead.
Yeah.
Interesting flop
two
here
good
as Lonis is not drawing dead just yet, but
4.
this definitely did not make his case any easier.
You got the queen too, so 5. 4. Yeah, 4 good cards. 2 really good cards.
Turn is the 5 of spades,
Sure.
giving Zhen Cai a wheel.
You can have 4 and you can 3/4 the full other way.
2 4s.
A 4 indeed would give Lonis a straight. River card is the 8 of
Good
spades.
game, Jesse.
That is not going to do it. Zhen Cai scoops.
Good luck.
buddy.
Jesse Lonis eliminated, and we are down to heads-up play at the final table of event number 8 of the 2023
All right, bro. I'll see you in there.
PGT PLO series. Jesse Lonis takes home $77,000 for his efforts. Zhen Cai and Ryan Rapaski guaranteed $115,000.
Sure. It's been a fun
Little
fun
handshake
ride.
there as we look into the main room here. The 25K PLO event number 9, our championship event, streaming tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. All the big names are here. Daniel Negreanu is in the mix. Alex Foxon in the house. Chino
And
Ream,
These are this square. This square. yeah.
Tom Marchese. And we are back in the main room with heads-up action here between Kai and Rapaski. Let us know in the chat who you are rooting for. There must be some Michigan fans from Rapaski's home game in the chat with us. Do let us know. Zhen Cai, I believe, lives in Florida. Must have some people watching as well. As he took off the jacket here, action heating up.
Showing the guns.
Yeah, he's got a snake tattoo on his arm. I would show that off every chance I get, perhaps for a bit of an intimidation factor here.
125.
Jared Blesnik, as the fans would probably love to know, is also in the mix in the 25K, which is going on right now in the other room.
Yeah, approaching 60 entries in that one.
Check.
Donnie, if this ends quickly, you can still hop in.
That's true. Going to need to find about $24,700 more, but, you know, there's a lot of people with money out there.
Exactly. After Rapaski bet 125 on the flop, Kai made the call. Turn action went check, check.
$350.
350.
Rapaski going for value with trips here. Gets a fold. Much needed chip up here. Atrix in the chat says, at least if Rapaski gets second, he can wind down later with some double board PLO bomb pots. Oh, the jacket is coming off. I feel as though they fixed the AC perhaps, Donnie.
I mean, Rapaski might just be trying to fight fire with fire. He's like, you know, listen, man, I can't let you show off the biceps without me taking my jacket off.
All right, we got guns versus guns. I mean, Zhen Cai probably winning in the guns department here. Not even flexing in those forearms. Looking mighty impressive. He's getting a good workout today, raking in all those pots. Zhen Cai up 3 million chips since the start of the final table.
Check.
200.
Rapaski hits a king. That's 200. Little does he know, Zhen Cai already flopped the flush. Has lots of low cards to go along with that as well. 7 of diamonds on the river. Doesn't change his high hand, but Zhen Cai now also with a low has a scooper. Decides to check two. Rapaski decides to check two Zhen Cai. Zhen Cai hoping to extract some value from his opponent, betting 500K.
And we'll see if Rapaski gets sticky here with the 2 pair.
Wow, they're really going to make me I said I was never going to use one, but fuck. I guess if I was going to use one, it'd be heads
Yeah,
up.
might as well be now.
Yeah.
Big decision for Rapaski. He's going to need a fold to stay competitive here, and wisely taking his time here to make up his mind.
Check back a flush here.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Zhen Cai did check back the flush to the flop, and this giving Rapaski hesitation about the strength of Zhen Cai's hand. Casual check back from Zhen Cai might end up getting him paid off here.
Yeah, check back on the flop. Didn't raise the turn as well when Rapaski led into him, so tricking Rapaski up here on this river might get him paid.
Oh, my hand even got better. Yeah, I call.
Oh, wow. Makes the call. Bad news for Ryan Rapaski as Zhen Cai turns over a scooper.
It's a tough spot for me.
Flopped flush and the low. Perhaps the 4th diamond on the river making Rapaski think that
I don't know if I
Zhen
can
Cai
find
now
another
less
one.
likely to have a flush. Both players with mimosas here, Donnie. This is a fantastic final table.
Also,
Yeah, low is another worst 2 pairs or.
I don't remember the last time I've seen mimosas in a poker tournament. It's a very uncommon choice of beverage.
I'm not crippled even calling myself a million. Not much. I don't know.
you still grind.
Friendly game
No,
of
he
poker
wanted me to
here.
call. That's nice to have a 6 low and a flush. Heads up. I make all the pairs. I wanted a boat so bad on the river. They throw up a 3 on the river.
Rapaski down to just 8 big blinds. He's going to need a lot of help here to get himself back into the match.
I pot.
All right, this might be it. Jack 5, 3 deuce. 2 clubs for Rapaski. Zhen Cai, ace 8, 6, 4. Playable.
Probably going in here.
Zhen Cai going to be the favorite here if he decides to put this in. Just comes with call.
Heads up is pretty sick with like 10 big blinds.
Ace 7 deuce on the flop.
All in.
There it is. A quick bit of business here on the flop. Zhen Cai and Ryan Rapaski
Flushed, kind of, right?
all in.
You hit a wheel.
Oh wait, you don't have an ace. I have an
Donnie,
ace.
what do we got here?
Yeah, I need a deuce or a wheel.
Rapaski's got a pretty good low right now with the 5-3. He's also got a pair of deuces. Drawing to the wheel, which would be great for him. Zhen Cai's got a low as well, but not as good as Rapaski. He's playing the 6-4 for a low right now, and he's got a pair of aces working for the high.
So Rapaski needs to improve his high.
Clubs now? Wow. Shit.
Flush draw comes in now for
But the 3 or
Rapaski.
5 aren't clubs.
So still heading towards a chop unless Rapaski improves his low. Excuse me, improves his high. He already has the low.
Couple more for me.
Players seem as though to think that Rapaski is on the scooping end of this. River card is the 3 of spades. Last I checked. This is a chop, ladies and gentlemen.
Good game, brother.
Wow, the players think that it's over. Someone get into the room there.
Busted on a counterfeit. No fun.
Play will continue. What is going on here?
Can I touch this thing yet? Let's see.
Yeah, so that 3 counterfeits the
dang,
low
give me like that.
for Rapaski, meaning the 6-4 plays for Zhen
Are you
Cai.
jumping in the 25K?
No, no.
Oh, that's right. You said mostly.
Rapaski making 2 pair on the river,
that's what I
so
enjoy. I'll play some cash or hang out with some.
Right.
Serious confusion
Oh,
here.
where's my club there or something.
Yeah, that was a sick.
Players still think that it's over.
Always.
Someone get on the phone with these guys.
The sick
This
thing is
tournament
if
is
you
going to...
turn
Oh,
4, do you win?
photographer
I
Antonio
still
already
get
on
a-
set.
I still have. I think I still have like a wrap or something.
They still don't see it, Donnie. I've never seen this before.
It was a good bet. I mean, that's just 10 big blinds there.
Yeah.
That's
gonna
this
go
hand.
in
This hand
sooner or
gets in
later.
even if I don't. It's the same thing that happens even if I don't call you another one.
So, like, is it just going to end? I mean, what? I don't understand what's happening.
What is going on here? This is the most... look at this. The
He has a high
late,
base eight and he
someone
counterfeited
tell
me.
the dealer.
3-5. I had the low and he counterfeited me. I lost the like. Oh no, ace. No, I have 2 pair. I have 2s and 3s.
Yes.
It's a chop. Oh baby, come on.
Oh my God.
Oh yes. Come on. It's a chop.
It's
He didn't
not
win.
over. It's not
I was
over.
like, do I go out there? Like, what? I don't understand what's happening.
That's insane.
Am I literally about to leave the
Wow.
studio in second place?
Yeah, it's not
Yes,
over.
it's a fucking
That's
chop.
insane.
What
I didn't see that either. Obviously.
Oh, this is good. Oh, is this
Okay,
all
maybe you
streamed now
guys
or
should be
no?
cut off from the mimosas.
still going?
Okay.
That's
I
good.
mean, no more
What is
alcohol
that?
to the secondary
Oh,
studio
man.
room.
I'm glad we caught it because this happened once.
Holy,
like a World Series.
it did happen, right? And then they looked back and the guy didn't actually lose or
Right, but
yeah.
I think they just let it go because They kept
Jing.
playing.
No, you're okay. You were looking at it on a secondary line. I was so floored that I got counterfeited there, and I don't realize I made twos and threes.
I was thinking the same thing.
So I'm free rolling you straight up, because if I counterfeit, I make 2 pair every time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
It's not over.
Remko and I were looking at each other in the booth here, like, what is this how it's gonna end? I don't understand. How do we call this?
We've been drinking, so we missed it too.
TD Paul Campbell called in here
We
just
basically
to
already
get a
pre-determined
verification
the
that this
free
is a
rollouts, and he
chop.
has no free rollouts, I guess.
But I touched the trophy already, so
Yeah, we have to wipe this down. Wipe this down.
I don't know what that means. Yeah. So how much did you start the hand with? Because you have.
That's only 100. That's Annie.
That was my Annie.
Yeah.
So this is all mine from the beginning. You had
Yeah,
how much did you have?
Yeah, that's all.
Like $1 million.
I want to make
These
sure
guys are cut off from the bar.
Because you made it 300, right?
925.
No more
Makes sense.
mimosas
I
for
call it
you.
500, like 1.5.
That's right.
The small blind, the 50.
Yeah, I don't know what your last bet was.
So
So.
925.
This is one of the funniest moments.
Yeah, am I shorted or?
At
That's
the
what I'm trying to
studio all
figure out
year.
if- I don't know if she gave me any chips or not. I know you made it 300 pre-flop, and then we got it on the flop. I don't know if I received any chips or not.
Okay.
That's insane.
This is me and you are both. This is what tournament will do to you. We literally we're so frozen out on the board. We don't even see.
Right. No, I mean, it'd be the sickest scam if I knew, but like.
RMX
They really
Indiana
want to
in the
make high-low
YouTube chat.
schemes in the
After
world.
further review, the call has been overturned. Very true.
Did you throw a flag, Donnie?
I get 50. That makes sense.
So his,
We got to go to New York on this one, Remko. Somebody call Maury Escondani.
Holy moly. Okay.
Can you give us a ruling?
I'm using time extensions like first time in life. We're chopping pots. I think I just lost the tournament. Yeah.
It's one of those spots where, usually the dealer's obviously very much on
Okay.
top of things, but when the players act like they did, like they were so sure that it was over, the players,
Wow, you were straight up.
that
full
the
free
dealer was
roll.
probably like, okay,
yeah.
it's over,
I
know?
needed a 2. I needed a 3 on the turn, and then
One of a
hit
kind
another
situation,
2-pair
that's
or
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Once you hit the king, it was.
I still
really
can't
bad.
believe that
You
happened.
got really bad once I turned flush draw.
That is hysterical.
All right. This is a hand I can fold.
I was going with the queens. Wow.
All right. I guess we're playing poker again.
If we didn't catch it, and tomorrow you like send,
Everyone's-
or you just send a text to somebody,
my-
and they're like, "Wait, you have?" They tell you that you have
Oh
2
my
pair.
gosh, that would be that literally be the worst.
And they,
Yeah, why don't they have an overhead view? Of
but those
something?
people without,
They should.
They might not
because
know how to
if
play
they're not
high-low.
doing like friends of view. They should have at least a flop screen, or a hand in hand. Like, you could do something.
That was amazing.
Okay. That's like the ultimate free roll. And I was like, okay, getting second. I'm like, all right, not my time, but second still.
Ryan
pretty good,
Rapaski
600
thought he
hit.
lost the tournament, thought he was out in second place, ends up chopping the pot to stay alive. That's why he is saying he is on a total free roll now.
I'm gonna pot it.
We'll see if this affects Zhen Cai at all. I mean, he thought he won, right? Now you got to get back in there,
Buddy,
go
come
back
on,
to
buddy,
battle.
buddy.
I know you got a big lead, but are you going to be a little bit rattled in any way, shape, or
Pairs got
form? We'll
better,
see.
pairs got better.
Photographer Antonio Abrego coming into the chat says, I have no idea how to play high-low. Yeah, it was very
What do we do
clear.
with him touching my trophy now?
Well, Antonio's out there,
We'll
getting
be
ready for
fine.
the photos. You guys saw him bring
I definitely plan to
bring
see
the
it on
lights up
40
onto the stage there. I mean,
Um,
players are
we should,
shaking hands,
play
hugging it
some
out,
few games once in a while when he
He's
throws
getting ready for the
something.
winner's photo.
It's a fun time.
You would like the Kennel game too. It's all high-low. It's a mix 4-card. It's not like too big.
Casinos don't. I don't like the casino vibe sometimes.
Oh really? This one is
Yeah.
just like a little. It's at the. Have you ever been to the Kennel Club?
So it's more like chill.
Yeah, it's more just like. It's just a little poker.
Yeah, yeah.
8853 here as I'm having a hard time resetting my mind into focusing again on the game here, Donnie. Like I was ready for my own mimosa there for a minute. Rapaski raising pot with ace 10, 9, deuce, all diamonds off the short stack.
All right.
Ripping?
Yeah.
Is that a trap or you're just
No, I mean I got a pair.
I love when someone says all right,
do something to me?
as in let's go for it, all in.
I'm not
Everyone
blessed, but it's
is
deuce suited, I'll
happy
take
with
it.
this one. We got 4 diamonds
guess it's
versus
a flip,
8s with the 5-3. Practically a coin
Oh,
flip here.
diamonds
Ace
just
deuce, of
following
course,
around.
helpful for Rapaski.
I like my hand.
All right. Can they do this again? Can they figure out who's going to win? Ryan Rapaski's tournament life
Shane,
on
put
the
a low
line.
board up there. 5, 6 of diamonds. 7, 8 of diamonds.
A win here would make this a real match. Here's the flop. Queen,
that's
9,
pretty good.
3,
That's a
1
9.
diamond.
Ooh.
Running low on diamonds to begin with here,
You have a
as
straight.
Rapaski does pair his 9.
You have spades too.
Oh, I have
Zhen
spades.
Cai.
Spades,
Oh
yeah.
my God, never mind.
No,
it's
we're
a flip.
fine.
It's a flip.
We're
It's still
fine.
a flip.
Yeah, correct. Still flipping.
Threes, that's a really
Oh,
good card.
3 on the turn gives trips to Zhen Cai. Rapaski now
All right.
in a
9.
world of trouble.
Better than a spade for you though.
Looking for a 9. River is the 5 of hearts. And this time, it is actually over.
That's okay. And I get it in good. I mean, 8, 8, 5, 3, but you know,
Good game.
for sure.
Another handshake between
That's a
these
first
two.
for Sure.
Zhen Cai
I want to deja vu this.
on
You're
his
good. I mean,
second run
Jing
take
hooked me
this
up
one
in the
down.
beginning of the tournament, so I can't complain.
Wow.
jinxed himself by touching
Doubled
the
me up first
trophy.
hand tournament.
They
Oh,
did
yeah.
the whole
Royal,
handshake,
right?
I had a royal
got the
flush.
cameras ready.
God.
No, royal flush, nut low draw.
There's running it twice, and then there's running it
Banged
twice,
off the
Remko.
brick 10 for a straight, and the
Yeah.
guy ships his aces.
Wow.
And he's like, I call, he's like, you got it? I was like, yeah, I got it. I had ace
All right.
king of diamonds with
Uh-huh.
a deuce.
Hilarious
Yeah.
I'm like
ending
a
here to
queen
this
jack
final
low
table.
board.
Ryan
Queen jack
Rapaski, a
6-7 or
good
something.
sport. Zhen Cai, our
Congrats,
champion.
Yeah, man.
Rapaski takes home
I- I-
$115,000 for his runner-up
I
finish.
guess it's a lot of
Zen
money.
Kai collects
Yeah. Also,
you have the
$176,000.
checks. I mean,
$1,000.
It's not a
And-
bad beat until I get to 3 million, 4 million.
Yeah.
Zen Kai vaults himself
getting
up
to
the
whoever got to
standings
second
into
once I won
third
first
right
game.
now
Yeah, yeah.
in the race
And then
for the
I'm like, I don't
PGT
think you're
PLO
stealing.
overall
I don't even
series.
think you were stealing.
I
on
don't
those
think
pots.
I stole too much, to be honest. I might have like stolen pre-flop-ish, like you
You
know.
stole
guys are
that
like
one
best
that
friends
ace,
all of a
ace
sudden.
9 flop when you min bet 60K in the Jesse.
No, I had it.
You had an ace.
Against Adam.
All right, and that does it for us today. Come back tomorrow for the conclusion of the PGT PLO series. Tune in for the 25K championship event, which will be streaming live at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a bit of a late one tomorrow. Big field, big turnout. Follow the live reporting right now on PGT.com. Thanks all so much for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow night.